Shai, Rahukokadash, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Hashem, Kokadash, Barakathum, never honors our apostles who are our elders, which are GMS, who do well. Also want to say blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Also another blessings and salutations to the wheat that are amongst tares and the innumerable multitude, which are the men, women, and children that follow the truth and sincerity. Now this is just a excerpt on melatonin. Okay, as you see, it's night out. I work overnights, so I'm not just pulling this out of my hind part and making it up. I did a lot of research on it, but that's not the, it is what it is. Brothers either, take heed or you don't. It's not a, nothing to back or prove anything. But one thing I know is that we're at night, the Lord created the greater light for the day and the lesser light for the night. It's biblically known that when the sun goes down, that's when we stop working. The sun and the moon and the stars are created for the times, for feasts and for days and for years, right? The time right now is time to sleep. The Lord created this time to sleep, okay? And melatonin proves that, because the amount of darkness will increase your melatonin or activate your melatonin. I forget, it's like Pharaoh something circa tutorial or something like that. Basically, your natural, your body getting in its natural or proper state for the environment, and it's all based off of habit too, But what happens is when the sun comes down, the melatonin activates, and it will lower your ability to do things. You get tired, you go to sleep. Now, what I came to speak on is that, what if you stay up? All right, what happens then? And the reason why I think this is an important lesson, an edifying lesson, is that, you're susceptible, to a lot of spirits, when it's dark out. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like the witching hour, when at 3 in the morning, you just pop up, like your body becomes open more to the spirit world when your melatonin is either high, is activated, you're tired, and really mainly when your melatonin is off whack. And it happens when you're off whack is when you stay up at night. All right, and when you're off whack like that, for me, what I do is I can't say all of my lessons, but I do the bulk of my lessons at night. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm up. When I'm working at night, I work like 2 days out of the week at night. And those days I do the bulk of my lessons because I want to counteract my off melatonin, because I know, because there's one thing about dangers, but you got to know about the dangers instead of having anxiety towards it or fear. You got to know how to be prudent and counteract, these dangers, instead of like trying to run away from it. So I say that to say that's why I do my lessons, the bulk of my lessons now, and then, whenever I find my time throughout the day, because my gears turn spiritually and my mind wanders, because again, my melatonin levels are off. Now, what if I didn't do that? I've learned in the past that I become gluttonous, because one thing about melatonin, you can eat and eat and eat and eat, and your body don't tell you that you're full. Your body doesn't tell you that you received enough and you can stop now. You know what I'm saying? Your body don't have that ability to say, okay, you're done, I'm good, I got the itis. Your melatonin's off. You're up in the middle of the night. You're discombobulated. You feel like you're high, because it fucks with your dopamine levels too. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you're dreaming, but you're up. You know what I'm saying? And the longer you stay up, the more your levels will be off, and the more your body sends signals. So even though the scriptures say a little sleep, a little fold in the hands, but we're meant to go to sleep at night, okay? And the thing about it is that we're meant to go to sleep at night, so go to sleep at night, and that's is damn near full 8 hours. Sometimes it's more, because of course you go do, but you know, we go to sleep at night, pretty much. By the time, everything we got done, putting the kids to bed, you know, the dinner, putting the kids to bed, getting cleaned up, it's about a decent time to go to sleep at night, all right? But when you're up like 2, 3 in the morning, and you up, just remember you're highly susceptible to the spirit world, because your melatonin levels are off. You know, that way your body regulation is not functioning, because you really you're leaning towards the spirit world while you're in this state. You know what I'm saying? So your body, you kind of like dealing with an outer body experience while you're up and running. So I just wanted to put that out there for brothers, and hopefully they can be able to utilize having off melatonin. You know, magnesium helps it. You know, the banana, cutting the banana, keeping the peel in around it, but cutting it in half and cutting the ends off of it, and boiling water. You know, your chamomile. You know, things like that. I don't advise of taking melatonin. You know, because it's you're making your body produce something that's outside of its self will. You know, and that could fuck up the regulations of your melatonin. Your body become reliant on that melatonin medicine in order to produce melatonin, and that's how pretty much like dopamine works. If you start taking drugs and you keep taking them, it throws off your receptors to naturally push the dopamine. Same with testosterone. You start taking those supplements and testosterone, your body becomes reliant on that pill or that medicine to produce testosterone. So when you stop taking it, your body's like, all right, well, it's my pill. You know what I'm saying? Because you know my glands are weak to produce this. I'm used to this, you know, pill. Same thing with a back brace. You know, your back may be hurt. You wear that brace, you're supposed to wear it for that shift, and you take that shit right off, because your back will become reliant on that back brace. You know, so that's why I'm not with the medicated melatonin. I'm with the natural way of melatonin, because it's not affecting how your body's equilibrium, or that I forget the terms, like circulatory perineal or something like that. I forget the term for it. But you know, your homeostasis. You know, you want to keep everything centered and regulated right. When you're tired, go to sleep. When you're up, stay up. You know what I'm saying? Get you some sunlight. You know, like these. You know, these things the Lord created, and they have their function, which proves there wasn't no fucking Big Bang theory. To the point that if you don't go to sleep, then your fucking levels will get off. How has that got anything to do with this random explosion of elements? You know what I'm saying? Like everything just worked out and lined up just like that. You know, which proves that Esau is a slanderer. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to discredit the Most High by coming up with his own science. But that's just a different subject. But what we're talking about now is getting the melatonin levels right. I think is very vital for all of us to get our proper sleep and to get up during the day. Don't oversleep. The sun is up. We sleep till 1 and 2 o'clock. Of course, we overnight guys have no choice. You know what I'm saying? But for us brothers that are off and all that, man, you know, I highly, you know, would advise and admonish that brothers, you know, get their sleep at night, so that their levels will be right. You know, so that way you don't be tripping and you know, picking up demons or getting angry, or you know, being in that vulnerable state to mess up. Yeah, shalom.